So you're thinking about selling your home as a cash offer. All right. Before you click that button on that website, or before you call the 1-800 number or whatever number was in the letter or postcard that you received, watch this video. These principles are true from coast to coast, country to country, doesn't matter. So first and foremost, 99.99999% of the time, you can add as many nines on there as you want, they have not seen your house. They don't know your neighborhood. They don't know the bed and bath count. They don't know anything about it. You, as a seller, are simply answering an ad. They send out, the investors I'm talking about, send out direct mail. There's a lot of websites, just people interested in what's my home in cash worth. So you're answering an ad. And if somebody's going to buy your home sight unseen, maybe they do inspection, maybe they don't. You're going to send them some pictures, answer some questions. But basically, they're saying, we'll buy your house. We'll buy it cash, no appraisal, no inspection, okay? Or there might be a small due diligence period, and we're going to buy it as is, right? So in order for them to do that, they're going to want to buy your home at a discount, period. And this model has worked countless times over many, many, many years for people. It's been a win for buyers and sellers. You as a seller have to realize you're not going to get full retail value for your house. So if you're for sale by owner and you're looking like, what's somebody's going to offer me cash for my house, you're not going to get that offer for the price you're asking for on your house on forsalebyowner.com or wherever. You're just not, because the buyer's assuming the risk. They're going to do all these things for you, cash, no appraisal, etc. They're taking on risk. In order for them to take on the risk, they're going to minimize their exposure to that risk. So if there's something that comes up in the house they weren't aware of, the AC is old, you taped it together with duct tape, whatever it is, there's money built in there so they can still make a profit and keep their business going. And look, there's a lot of forthright and honest companies and investors that do this. There's plenty that aren't, okay? So it's just, we'll talk later about how to determine that. But just keep in mind, you're not selling it at full retail, you're selling at a discount. So when would a cash offer be a good opportunity for you? Well, if you're an absentee owner, if you inherited the property, that could be the situation, and you just don't want to deal with it at all. You're in a financial hardship or holy cow, I'm going to foreclosure in 30 days or less, or 60 days, whatever it is, and you need to get out quick and preserve some of your equity. Maybe there's just a gazillion repairs that you don't have the money to do it, but there's still some value in the house. Okay, and you don't want to deal with an agent. I just don't want to deal with anything. I don't want to do anything. Don't want to sign in the yard, nothing. That could be a good opportunity for you to do the cash offer for my home, sell at a discount. You're still getting something instead of nothing. All right, so if that's suitable for you, click the button, call the number. Keep in mind, step 2, you call that number, you click that button, they may connect you with a local real estate agent. All right. Some of these are ads for companies that just send referrals to agents. Totally fine and legitimate. Please do not shut the agent down. All right. With the agents, that agent may be an investor themselves and be able to offer you the cash offer. Right. You don't know who you're saying no to. And then also, if they're not the investor themselves, if they're an experienced agent, and ask them this: are you experienced? Do you work with cash buyers? Do you have a pool of investors? An experienced agent will have that. So if you ask them that question, or if they volunteer that, they may be able to get you what you want. So something to keep in mind that, hey, yeah, I'm willing to set a discount. Here's a local agent. He's going to know people with cash and maybe a buyer himself, right? And they can still work the deal with you, help you without putting a sign in the yard, without doing open houses and putting a lockbox on, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. So keep that in mind. Don't shut the agents down if you get that contact from an agent. So you got through number 1, yes, cash offer is suitable for me. Number 2, maybe there's an agent involved, maybe there isn't, and that's okay. Number 3, if you're dealing directly with the company, there's no agent involved, and it's not like a realtor contract, you better know what you are signing, what you are entering into. And that's the third thing of how to be aware of whether they're going to be forthright or not. What's in the paperwork? What's in the contract? What's in the fine print? That's what you as a seller need to know. And there have been plenty of deals, plenty of bad deals that have been entered into by sellers with these companies. And I helped a family last summer, it was, and he called me, and I've been talking to him for years. And he said, Greg, I got into this deal. Can you help me? I'm like, why? And how come you didn't call it? Like, we would have helped you, talk you through the paperwork anyway, even if we weren't going to be selling it. Like, a good agent, again, is a resource for you. And it was a bad deal. Luckily, that buyer didn't follow through with it. They just kind of disappeared. And the contract expired, and we were able to sell it for him. And we sold it for something like $40,000 or $50,000 more than that deal that he had. So he made out really well compared to what he got himself into. So that's the other thing about an agent. They're going to know the local markets to help you maybe get you more for the sale. So what's in the paperwork? And read the paperwork 2, 3, 4 times. Ask that investor questions. What does this mean? What does this mean? What's my risk? And if you still have this bad feeling, or this kind of little pit in your stomach, the red flags are going up in your mind and your conscience, talk to a local agent. Talk to an attorney, okay? Ask them, what does this mean? Is this good? How can I lose? Look, that contract was written up by the investor or by the investor's attorney. Who's it going to favor? It's going to favor the investor. So just beware of what you're entering into. And again, there are lots of investors. I work with them, forthright, honest investors that help people out in situations, and it's a win-win. And the paperwork's good. And there's plenty of them out there where it's, yeah, you get into that bad deal and the buyer disappears on you, right? Like that other example that we had. So if this has been a help, this is it. That's the extent of the video. If this video has been helpful for you, gives you a little wisdom, all right, just click the thumbs up below. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, we'd love that too. Thank you so much, and good luck with selling your house cash offer. Take care.